Test.
Hey everybody. We're here streaming to you from our home studio in St. John's, trying out like 10 new things, because why do them one at a time? We're trying out a multi-stream, so maybe you're watching this on ArtsNL's YouTube page, maybe you're watching it on my personal Facebook page. FYI, I don't think it can be spread to anyone who's not my Facebook friend, for those kind enough to share. So just keep that in mind. And we're also premiering a music video in the middle of this stream, which we are running personally. I mean, could we do some other things, I wonder?
I could try learning to knit. I have never learned to knit. Seems like a good time.
I wonder, like, I should form a union for myself, or against myself, like, so that I'm, how would that work?
You'd like to be on your own behalf.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah.
I need to, my videographer skills meets my musician skills meets my streaming expert.
What
Anyway.
Ian's trying to say is welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Anyway, my name is Ian Foster, Nancy Hynes. We're going to be playing some songs for you, and we're very excited to premiere this song and music video for Voyager. A lot of hard work has gone into this over the last few months, so thank you if you're tuned in already to this show. Let's...
Yeah, well, Ian quickly does a little tune job.
Oh.
And we decline a call from Ian's parents. Sorry, parents. Guys, it's all happening.
This is good.
Are you all here for this? This is great. I just want to let you know that when I look this way, I'm not ignoring you. I'm, in fact, looking at what some of you are kindly commenting to us. Hi, Adam Baxter. Welcome to the show that's off to a flying start.
I think that we should have taken that call, because I realized I didn't put our webcam on airplane mode, so this could get really interesting if we have any cruel friends. But I assume that was my parents asking how to view this show, so this could have been a really meta and interesting intro.
That's right.
You know.
I mean, I don't think the people currently here need a tutorial.
I'm loving this so far, personally. I mean, what more could you want in a live
So far, this is our best live stream.
You know.
Welcome.
All right, let's try this. Let's try this again. This is the house. As I stood in front of the house, as it kneeled in front of me, where the roof had sort of caved in, some nails were bared like teeth, and if the doorway was an eye, it held a crooked look of surprise that we had let it get so far down the line. We move on, it's what we do, and we try to let go of all that we've held on to. We're deep down a country road where so few ever go. The house kept a silent vigil for the one she used to know. In time it did its work, just like nature, like gravity, and they slowly broke her spirit as they once did with you and me. Oh, but luckily we move on, it's what we do, and we try to let go of all that we've held on to. As I stood in front of the house, as it kneeled in front of me, I could see in her broken frame the way it all used to be. I guess the poverty of our youth, well, it just went to our heads. But I don't remember the hard times now, I just remember the day you said, we gotta move on,
It's what we gotta do, and try to let go of all that we've held on to. When we move on, it's what we do, and we try to let go.
Excellent.
Okay.
On Facebook, I'm seeing a bunch of people saying it sounds great. Thanks for letting us know.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
always a bit of a crapshoot when you do a live stream.
We're a little rusty. It's been months since we last did a live stream, so
Yeah.
the technology requires some re-remembering. But
That's right. Welcome. Carolyn Parsons is with us.
hey,
Deborah
Carol.
Stuckless. Rob Cook, arguably the biggest fan of the song we're premiering on video. Yeah, there's a bunch of you. Kirk Wells, Aiden Dunn. Hi, buddy. Shauna Caspi is here.
and of course, through the magic of restreams, we're looking at YouTube. We're looking at Facebook. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're probably thinking we're even more insane than we actually are. But we're addressing some comments on Facebook, and we'll try to pop over to YouTube to see if there's any over there as well. So.
I've just got one set of eyes. I'll try. Hi, Wendy. Nice to see you here.
So we've passed Remembrance Day. We're now getting into that season that is going to be a little different this year,
Which
I think.
season is that, Ian?
Oh, I don't know.
Never
That
heard
season-
of it.
That season, I
Never
think.
heard of it.
But Christmas is going to be different this year. But we're not on the road like we have been the last 2 years. We do have something special coming next week, though. We're partnering with a whole bunch of venues. You heard it here first. We're doing a digital Christmas special. It's going to be cool. Some really, really awesome special guests. It's going to happen. It's already happened in terms of us filming it. More details early next week. So we hope you'll join us for that. In the meantime, this is going to be me playing a piano song on a guitar. It's the title track from our Christmas record.
It's a change in the air that lets me know it's time to buy a ticket home. 7 days at the end of another year, when everyone I know tries to be there, flying over the island in the frozen night. Even the runway looks like Christmas lights. Picked up at the airport by mom and dad, complaining about the drive they had. And I know I couldn't ask for better. I'm back home for a week in December. Now I'm stumbling down Bond on a Christmas mission to your big house with the tiny kitchen. We'll crowd in there and I'll see your face. It puts me more at home than any place. You tell me I'm looking just the same. Do I still like the job? Do I hate the game? I tell you I've been kicking our bad old ways, and you cheers my glass for old time's sake. And we drink a little more because we remember it's only gonna be for a week in December. see a show. Talk over the music to those I know. Someone asks if I like it in Calgary. I say it's okay, but they don't hear me. Downtown is ready for winter night. Old clapboard and changing lights. We don't have much, but we got this right. The hustle and the bustle to keep it all bright. On these old streets in miserable weather, we got it all for a week in December. Yeah, I got it all for a week in December. Yeah, a week in December.
Chris says that this hits a little different this year, this song. It's been a weird one, guys, and not everybody's going to get home for Christmas this year, depending on where you live. And we get it. You're going to miss friends and family. It's hard, and we send love to you.
It's going to be different this year, but that's just it. It's just going to be different. It doesn't mean disastrously bad necessarily. You know, it's just going to be different. So we just got to try to keep connecting any way we can, like this. We're going to do a thing we would never do, of course, because it is technically play it again with the video, but it gives me a chance to kind of talk about the two pieces here, which I really want to do because there's, you know, a whole different team involved for the two sides of this, the audio and then the video. So obviously we'll talk about the audio first because we're going to play it for you live. I wrote this song at the Banff Center, I think it was 2017, and I was reading through the news around that time or a little bit before, and it was talking about the Voyager space probe reaching interstellar space and the space between the stars, as they called it. And I thought, you know, I wrote that down and wrote under it, write song about space probe. That's the beautiful poetry of lyric writing. And so I got to write it at the Banff Center. I wrote it with the effects you're going to hear here, the delays, the reverbs. I had it all with me, and that sort of baked into the song. You know, it set the vibe and the tone for me right from the get-go. And as soon as I got home, I knew it needed one more thing, and Nancy added that with her fancy Voice of the Cosmos mic she's going to have. It's running into my guitar pedal.
I believe you mean my mermaid mic.
The mermaid, yeah, exactly.
Let's call it by its proper technical name.
That's fair. So that was writing the song. We've toured it, we've played it, we've had some wonderful feedback from many of you who are tuning in here now. Thanks so much for digging this song and talking to us about it over the years. And when it came time to record it, I wanted to keep the heart and soul of that, this affected guitar and Nancy's mermaid mic and the story of the song. And I wanted to do some other stuff with it, build it up a little bit. And I'm working on this new record right now with a good friend of mine named Mark Turner. Some of you might know him locally here in St. John's as the guitar player for the band King Nancy. And he's in Toronto now, and we've been doing this record remotely, basically, for the last over a year, actually. And this is a cool night because it's the first piece of it that you all get to hear and that we get to put out there into the world. So he's been co-producing that with me from afar. The instrumentation you're going to hear on the track is mine, and Nancy, of course, contributing this mermaid mic on the final product as well. And Scott Hammond from the Blue Room in Kilbride both mixed and mastered and co-engineered this with me. I don't know what I'd do without Scott, my buddy and problem solver, as well as those other things. So it's a small but mighty team on the recording of this one. So here we go, our live version of Voyager.
In the space between the stars, is there an answer out there? Hope there's an answer out there. I know you're growing old, this ship would hold. We were wrong, you took your shot. We've been wrong about a lot. So just keep talking. You're something we can trust again. Have you seen some holy force? A correction to our course. There was a finish line. You cross it all the time. So just keep talking. You're something we can bring the stars to us, because we're counting on you. The lens that we see through. We're down here with the walls, and you're up there with it all. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. And tell us where you are in the space between the stars. Oh, tell us where you are. That's Voyager. Okay, how we doing over there, Nancy?
Good, good, good. Laura Spink has joined us.
Oh, hey, Laura.
Erich is here. Hi, buddy. Darcy Scott has arrived. Guys, nice to see everybody, sort of, ish.
Yeah.
Kind of see you.
We appreciate you tuning in. So I know I said earlier, through that Comedy of Errors intro, that's now immortalized.
Sorry, I'm just laughing because all I can think is Rob's hit the jackpot because he's going to get to hear Voyager twice this show.
So we're trying out a bunch of things technologically here tonight, a couple of different things. I figure why not also try a brand new song that we don't know very well. So we're going to try that out. It feels timely. It's called An Early Fall. It's a song that I think I was trying to do some sort of Gordon Lightfoot, Jackson Browne thing. We'll see. We'll find out from the internet masses whether I'm successful or not. An Early Fall. Here we go.
Sweaters laid out on the bed, longer shadows on the neighbor's shed. 1st of September, but we're making the call. It's the start of an early fall. I hear the ghosts of what I believe walking behind me on the fallen leaves. These days it's a game to stand tall, facing the gale of an early fall. It's the start of a new year now, not over the springtime clouds. Summer is your voice at the end of the hall, lighting a fire for an early fall. Harder light through the window pane, shoulders braced for the heavy rain. Got a brother or a sister up against the wall, surrounded by an early fall. It's the start of a new year. Now is your voice at the end of the hall, lighting a fire for an early fall. Still got that picture of you laughing under July's moon. We'll never be cold again. Slip you into my pocket. I love the colors and resist the wind that carries endings and a chance to begin. We all know you can't have it all, so I'm lighting a fire for an early fall.
A radio station in Ontario a little while ago. We did a little demo for them, but anyway, be gentle, you know, it's brand new.
That's right. It's a new song baby out in the world. Thanks, Andrew. Andrew loves it.
Sweet.
Which Andrew do you say? I know and you
I'm
don't.
assuming all the Andrews like it. It's a song for Andrews.
Seems like now we cross the river wide. Seems like now I got you by my side. Now all we gotta do is try to remain true to the little bit of grace these wandering hearts provide. Seems like now we're at a mountain low. Seems like now it'd be easy to let you go, but I don't want some twist of fate losing me your pretty face. Don't know much, that's one thing that I know. Oh, what does it mean? Oh, maybe it's easier than we ever thought it could be. Slow down, darling, stay right here with me. Seems like now I've been on the road so long. Seems like now your voice is just a song. Sweet and low, something I need, coming to me on the breeze, breaking my heart just before it's gone. Oh, what does it mean? All these spaces in between, losing love and letting it set you free. Oh, maybe it's easier than we ever thought it could be. Slow down, darling, stay right here with me. does it mean? All these spaces in between, losing love and letting it set you free. Oh, maybe it's easier than we ever thought it could be. Slow down, darling, stay right here with me. Slow down, darling, stay right here with me. Slow down, darling, stay right here with me. All right here. So maybe it's time that we jump in with this video. So I guess the intention is we're going to switch over to Voyager, the music video now, and then we'll switch back. And if you've got any questions, we'll try to answer them through Facebook. And then otherwise, we'll just continue on with a few more songs.
And ask them in YouTube as well. We've got a little cross-commenting happening. So anything you comment on YouTube, if that's where you're listening, I will still see the comment from our moderator there, and we can also answer those questions.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so I'll give you just a little quick preamble to this because there's definitely people I want to thank. This project came about through the MusicNL Press On program. It was announced back in the spring when COVID was very much fresh. And all of us musicians and everybody else were just wondering what we do, how do we continue to make art and pay our fellow art creators. So Press On is based on that. And through that program, I was able to hire Andrew Winter and Mira Howards for this project. So Mira designed all the images you're going to see in the video. Andrew animated them, edited them, and he directed the video as well. So it certainly could never have happened without those two. And the story came via me, I guess, chatting with Andrew and saying that I'd read this story in the New York Times. That's a great read if you want to look it up. It's about the Voyager engineers. And it kind of starts with this, one of the engineers who drove a couple of states over to start working on Voyager. And that was the farthest he'd ever traveled. And then he drove and started building Voyager, and then it ended up being, the furthest thing that we humans have ever made out there in the universe. And the story goes on from there. It sort of follows his life, and he was steering Voyager with other engineers throughout his career. And I just, thought it was so incredible, that parallel of our lives down here with the walls, as the bridge says, and Voyager is up there still telling us who we are 40 years later. So I thought it was quite an inspiring story. Hopefully you do too. So I'm going to take off my guitar, hand it to Nancy here. And we're going to completely seamlessly transition to this video that we've never tried to do this before.
You won't see any seams at all. Please, there's a prize to anyone who can see the seams because it's going to be so seamless.
Let's see how this goes. So here we go, Voyager, and then we'll be back.
We have ignition, and we have liftoff. We have liftoff of the Titan Centaur carrying the first of two Voyager spacecraft to extend man's sensors farther into the solar system than ever before.
Tell us where you are in the space between the stars. Is there an answer out there? Hope there's an answer out there. I know you're growing old. No one thought this ship would hold. We were wrong, you took your shot. We've been wrong about a lot. So just keep talking. You're something we can trust. Just keep talking. Bring the stars to us. Have you seen some holy force a correction to our course. If there was a finish line, you cross it all the time. So just keep talking. You're something we can trust. Just keep talking. Bring the stars to us, because we're counting on you. The lens that we see through. We're down here with the walls, and you're up there with it all. So just keep talking. Just keep talking. And tell us where you are in the space between the stars.
Okay, hopefully that worked and we're back. And we hope you enjoyed Voyager. Thanks so much to Musicanel, Alcoa, Government of Newfoundland and Labrador, Andrew and Mira for making that happen, to Mark Turner and Scott Hammond for helping with the song. Thanks, Nancy, for being the voice of the cosmos, too.
Anytime.
And thanks to ArtsNL for letting us have this stream to premiere it. We're going to play some more songs, of course. And I just wanted to say, if you enjoyed that, please, after this video, or after this stream, it's going to be live on my YouTube channel, a shareable link. So please share it with anyone you think might like it. I'm going to have a smart URL out tomorrow, but if you're on Apple Music, Spotify, all those things, you can add it right now. It's up there to your playlists. And I guess most importantly, as an experiment to us, ianfostermusic.bandcamp.com. You can go there, you can preview the song, and if you like, you can buy it for $2 whole. That's all. And let me tell you,
that's a toonie. We're in Canada.
Right? It's a toonie.
It's a toonie. Toonie for those local.
And sadly for us, $2 is, there's a lot of streams to make up even $2. So if you did enjoy the song, go there, you can purchase it. Bandcamp is awesome. They're like the digital record store, you know. They send me money via PayPal when someone buys it. So if you're looking for that song, or honestly any artist you love, check Bandcamp first, just in case they're there, because you can know that as soon as you send that $2, Bandcamp, awesome for us musicians. So onward from there.
So I just want to stop and say there's a ton of people saying very nice things in the Facebook thread that I can see. Lovely comments about the video and the animators and how great it all is, start to finish. And to whoever it was that said, I'm not crying, you're crying. I think I have cried every time I've seen the video, except this time. It's because I realized I had to keep myself in check to come back after the video. So you're welcome. The tears are our gift to you.
I'm gonna print off this comment thread and frame it. So that's what the
Thank you very much for your lovely comments.
Clancy, would you mind going over there and turning up that little volume knob by about 2? Yet another union job, sound person. That's great, thanks. This is different songs.
Man singing out from an ivory tower. A man singing out from the trash in the gutter. People singing out from the space between. Everyone else in the space between. A lover singing out from a warm bedside. Another lover singing in the cold of the night. He's singing with his mouth pressed to her ear, singing so loud she's gotta hear. So many different songs, so many different songs. Kids singing out from the gambling street. A kid singing out in dying scorn. Because of blood, 'cause money, 'cause where he was born. A man singing out from the edge of a line. A man singing out with a fire inside. He's singing as he wrestles his family tree. He says, I'm wrestling the blood that runs through me. So many different songs, so many different songs. And the chorus is always the same. It's a longing, it's love, it's hope, it's pain. Some sing along with a melody. Some are singing out against what should never be. And the chorus is always the same. It's a longing, it's love, it's hope, it's pain. Some sing along with a melody. Some are singing out against what should never be. I'm singing to you from the downtown core. Singing to me from the ocean shore. Singing together for the space between. We're singing now for the space between.
The Return of the Mermaid, Mike.
I mean, I thought I heard people asking for it. It was hard to weed through all the comments, but I thought they were there. Peter Van Ziel has joined us.
Peter, you lucky man in Portugal.
Hi, Delaney.
We'll be there. We'll be there one day again.
Thank you, Craig Mills. It's nice.
Hey, Craig.
And Peter, you missed the video. You just mentioned that, but it's going to be up on Ian's YouTube channel right after the show, so you can watch it then.
It's ready to go, yeah. And you'll get a visual image of the people that this next song is about. It's about my grandfather, Alvin Foster, and my grandmother, Frida Foster, and Alvin's time overseas fighting in the Second World War. This one's called Red Skies for both of them.
I watch the bullets tear, but it's not something we think about round here. I do what I need to do. Before I left, I bought you a dress. Such a lady deserves nothing less. It cost me 2 weeks, but worth every day. To see that smile with no tears in the way. I hold a pen on a quiet dawn and write to you till the words are gone and the sky, it burns a different red from the sky that I could see from our bed. There's a beauty here the bombs can't erase, like a scar across a perfect face. I'd love you to see it, but I've learned if I get to leave, I won't return. For rich men or their parlor tricks, because over here families and soldiers stand alone, and when they walk, they dream of walking home. I hold a pen on a quiet dawn, I write to you till the words are gone and the sky, it burns a different red from the sky that I could see from our bed. And talk of the past, laugh between the shelling blasts. And it's strange to think that we've come so far without ever talking about where we are. Some things you know, some things you need to do. Now I know more than I needed to. But I think about that dress every day and count the miles standing in the way. I hold a pen on a quiet dawn and write to you till the words are gone and the sky, it burns a different red from the sky that I could see from our bed.
Send a book TG, and we always do because we love to hear from you. But
Stick around. We'll post the links and stuff too. We'll do a little thanks for watching screen for like 2 or 3 minutes and just post the links where you can get the song and the video if you want to check it out. That would be super awesome and helpful. Oh yeah. So, I mean, it's been a strange year in general, and it's an interesting bookend for me thinking back on my last record, Sleeper Years 2017, and now thinking ahead to 2021, my next record of original songs, 4 years. 4 years. You know, it was 4 years, 4 years ago, I flew into LaGuardia Airport the day Donald Trump was elected, and some things have changed recently. But I wrote this song on that particular tour with all my American friends, went down through, started up in Boston area, and then down to North Carolina, over to Nashville. It was a formative tour for me. It was the longest time I'd spent in the United States. It really left an impression, met some incredible people that I'm glad to call friends and still talk to regularly now. We're doing a virtual show in Massachusetts next month. More on that again this coming week, but we're excited to convene with some of those wonderful people. And anyway, this song is sort of a bit of a travel log. I wrote it on that tour, and it ended up as the first song on Sleeper Years.
Seems we have reached a critical call, a selling point, a Berlin Wall. Down an American highway, the road empties out to a piano unplayed in an empty house. I wanted to believe the weather was done, but the clouds overhead tell me we should run. I've been scratching and digging and dancing around these words on a page that would hold their ground. But it seems we're just in for the same. Feels like it wants to rain. Feels like it wants to rain. Well, if it's bred in the bone, if it runs in the blood, how do we not see the storm before we stood in the flood? If we're free to climb to higher ground, well, why not take my hand and not choose to drown? Well, I guess we just took ourselves in vain. Feels like it wants to rain. Feels like it wants to rain. We are long past the Bible now, we're into the brush. Long past the gold and into the rush. We are looking for grace. We keep changing and changing, but the lesson is the same. Feels like it wants to rain. Feels like it wants to rain. We walked in hope down these ancient alleys, born of a time before our sweet follies. Our love was one red room, sweet girl, when suddenly around us was this world. I feel like you and I have been framed once to rain. Feels like it wants to rain.
Falls Church, Virginia, and Maryland all say hello, and I'm taking that as everybody in all those states.
Excellent. So I think we're reaching the end of our live stream. I want to say a thanks again to ArtsNL. This is part of now, not to keep mentioning money, but you know, it's simply a matter at this point of artists like us who've made our income from touring not being able to do that for almost a 12-month period now, and that's a little scary for the future. So it's great when organizations come together to try to support, and so far, at least provincially, we've had, I think, really great luck here for many of our organizations. So a special thanks, and a more personal thanks to Charlene Jackson, who is our direct contact for getting the stream set up. She's on a cell phone, out of sight over here, texting Nancy whether things are going well or not, which is really nice to have, since this is all just us in our basement coming to you. So thanks, Charlene, for that. Thanks again one more time to the audio people for Voyager, my co-producer and friend Mark Turner, my friend Scott Hammond, Nancy.
That's me.
That's you. Howard's.
God love you, Andrew. It was a lot of hours to animate this video, guys.
Absolutely. So please share it far and wide. You know, the goal, I think, and I think this is, you know, a totally modest goal. I think we need like Neil deGrasse Tyson and those guys to see it. What do you think?
And NASA.
Like, NASA would be great. You know, maybe they could like send it up with a second golden record. I mean, is it really that much to ask? You know, how many scientists get songs written about them in their space probes? I'm just saying, it should be flattering, shouldn't it? Anyway.
If anybody has a direct connection to NASA, you send us a line.
You just let us know. You know, I'm not going to lie. This is the power of social media. I did post, if you were one of the people who saw this, I did say, do I know anyone at NASA last week? And no kidding, I now have 6 connections just from posting that on Facebook. Remote connections to NASA for people who wrote me. So thank God for such one. We're just going to go to a thanks for watching screen. We're going to post the Bandcamp link. We're going to post the YouTube link. Check out the video again if you'd like, or share it with someone you think might like it. Thanks for being here live with us, you loyal, wonderful people. We appreciate it.
Paulette, I see you. Hi. You're
Hey,
welcome.
Paulette. Hey. Okay, so Song of Good Hope. We all need those. This is Daybreak. Thanks again.
When the veil of fear has been lifted and we start staring towards the sky, you will wonder why you worried all these years and how they all went by. When the promise of love has been kept and the dreams you had came true, you will wonder why you had so little faith and how the little that you had saw you through. And I say this from the other side of anger and regret, across the fields of our war. So pull yourself together and put on a pretty dress, and we'll dance in the light once more. When you've forgiven yourself for the past and start living in today, you will wonder why your sadness did last and why it stood in your way. And I say this from the other side of anger and regret, across the fields of our war. So pull yourself together and put on a pretty dress, and we'll dance in the light once more. Say this from the other side of anger and regret, across the fields of our war. So pull yourself together and put on a pretty dress, and we'll dance in the light once more. And we'll dance in the light once more.
Okay, thanks everybody. We love you, and we'll see you. It'll be announced this week. We hope you'll join us for it. It's got some really, really awesome special guests. So, thanks.
Videos coming up on YouTube next. Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
We'd love to see your posts. Please tag us in them. And we love you guys. Good night.
Bye.
Seamless.